You launch a new initiative at work, and after a few weeks, you look around and try to gauge the impact. You ask a few colleagues, scan a few emails, and arrive at a conclusion. Your gut feeling says the project is a success. But a hunch isn't proof. The moment a stakeholder asks for evidence, the gap between casually assuming an answer and definitively knowing it creates a liability. Professional research is a disciplined, active habit of mind, often obscured by its reputation as a purely academic skill set. It is a systematic way of questioning every procedure you follow. The sociologist George Lundberg pointed out that we all engage in observation and interpretation to solve problems every single day. The only thing separating our daily guesses from the scientific method is the degree of formality and rigor we apply to them. Transitioning from a casual observer to a true researcher means taking those everyday instincts and forcing them across a strict threshold of verification. To cross that threshold, an investigation must pass 6 distinct tests. First, the process must be controlled. You must isolate what you are studying from chaotic outside interference to accurately link cause and effect. Second, it must be rigorous. The procedures to find your answers must be relevant, exact, and thoroughly justified. Third, it is systematic. You cannot gather information haphazardly. Follow a strict logical sequence where steps build upon another. Skipping these 3 structural steps leads to tangible failure. Budgets poured into programs that don't address the root cause, or policies that collapse the moment they hit the real world. Yet even a controlled, rigorous, and systematic study is entirely useless if the final results cannot be proven or repeated. That brings us to the 4th test. Your work must be valid and verifiable. Another person should be able to follow your exact same steps and arrive at the exact same truth. 5th, it must be empirical. Any conclusions you draw have to be based on hard, real-life observations, rather than pure abstract theory. Finally, the process must be critical. The methodology has to be foolproof, engineered to withstand the harshest skepticism. This flowchart maps how these 6 tests function across diverse career paths. At the top tier, service providers, administrators, consumers, and professionals employ this exact framework. An administrator might evaluate staff training, while a service provider identifies why people use a product. Surviving this 6-point gauntlet is the mechanism that takes an ordinary professional hunch and hardens it into an actionable fact. There is a complication here. You cannot apply these 6 tests with the exact same rigidity to every single subject. In a physical laboratory, you achieve perfect isolation. You control the temperature and materials. But studying humans in a society introduces messy, uncontrollable variables. Because of that inherent chaos, the standard for what counts as controlled and rigorous must adapt depending on whether you are studying physics or human behavior. The application of the method bends depending on the subject matter, but the philosophical commitment to finding the truth remains rigid. Part of that commitment means acknowledging your own humanity. You will always have subjectivity, a natural lens shaped by your specific educational background, discipline, and experience. Subjectivity colors how you look at a piece of information. Bias, on the other hand, is a deliberate, unethical attempt to conceal or highlight data to serve a vested interest. Human subjectivity is an integral part of how we think. These 6 tests of research are designed specifically to hunt down and strip away deliberate bias. When you return to your daily workflow and start filtering your decisions through this gauntlet, your confidence changes. You stop hoping your work is effective and begin proving that it is. Committing to these 6 tests is an active, objective choice in how to perceive reality. It serves as a permanent lens for viewing the world.